Coverage of the ESPN Rise National High School Invitational shifts to ESPN and ESPN2 Saturday for the championship games. The NHSI girls title game takes place at noon Eastern on ESPN2. Then at 2 Eastern on ESPN, the boys battle for the title in their championship game, the ESPN Rise National High School Basketball Invitational, presented by Gatorade, Saturday on ESPN2 and ESPN. Looking at a recap of today's action, Dr. Phillips, Riverdale Baptist, 15 points for Sydney McCaskill, and then over on the boys' side, Oak Hill behind Quinn Cook with an impressive win as well. And Quinn Cook heading to your alma mater, Duke. She can't get that one to go.
This is a pace we should expect all game long. Both teams who like to push, they like to run in transition, also have the ability to set up in the half court if need be. This is Aaliyah Epps leaving for Swinson. She's had that 15-footer, just hasn't been able to connect. One of the keys to the game for Archbishop Spalding, making sure they get those second chance opportunities. While they're not having an entire team crash the boards, they are sending one or two in there. They're doing a very good job of cleaning up on their initial misses. Camille Calhoun, no good, will stay here. Last touch, Dr. Phillips. The middle part of that zone that can be exposed. Archbishop Spalding doing a good job in making sure they always send somebody to that gap. Nice pass by Calhoun. And Archbishop Spalding unable to finish. They keep it alive. Tori Chestnut. There's Chestnut, fires a three, yes. And Archbishop Spalding with a three right before the end of the first quarter. They have a 12-10 lead going into quarter number 2. Tori Chestnut, check it out one more time. That's the difference in the game. Archbishop Spalding up 2, and one of the keys we said to begin this game was for Dr. Phillips to go to their strengths. That's attacking the paint. As we look at that wide open gap, Taryn Griffey, one of her strengths is getting a piece of the paint, and I want to pause it right here. Look at how the defense collapses, leaving Jay Cheek wide open on the outside. She kicks it out to her shooter. That is what they need to do, is attack the paint. They don't have the finish. Those freshmen and sophomores do a very good job of knowing they have Cheek sitting out there on the three-point line to knock down the open three. Cheek 6 points in that first quarter, and Dr. Phillips, we mentioned they started slow, missed their first 7 shots, 6 turnovers. Well, after that rough opening, they finished 4 of 7 and just 1 turnover in the second half of that first quarter. Dr. Phillips in the black, Archbishop Spalding the higher seed in the white. This is Camille Calhoun, short there. She seems to have a nice touch though around the basket. She plays hard. She posts very hard, which is something you can't always say about post players on the high school level. She will be key if she can get things going on the block. Maggie Morrison on the bench right now certainly will open up her shot. Taryn Griffey gets the high arcing shot to go, and we've got a tie game. Griffey's the team's leading scorer. There's Calhoun down low off the window. Back and forth we go as the second quarter underway. Both teams looking a little more crisper. You have to remember, this is an early game. These are high school teams, one a very young team, not always used to playing at this hour. There certainly is a component of being able to get yourself ready and to play earlier in the day. Well, I'll say, high school kids could probably play at this hour. College kids, I'm not so sure. What was the rule? No classes before noon, right? Oh, that must have been nice. Calhoun double team that time and throws it into the backcourt. Backcourt violation. I love that hustle by McCaskill, knowing that it would have been an over and back call regardless, but still hustling after that ball, trying to see if she can get a transition layup. Nearly a backcourt violation there by Dr. Phillips. Caskill throws it in the paint. That's Matea Britvar.
with the jumper from the baseline.
Just great patience by Dr. Phillips. And knowing that if they can get the ball to the middle, whether it's a finish or for a kick out, they're doing a very good job of working the ball inside out and along the perimeter.
Rachel Griffith. That's a 3 from the corner, and it's 17-14. And both squads coming out firing here in the second quarter.
Keep in mind, Maggie Morrison still on the bench for Archbishop Spalding. They're doing a very good job of maintaining this lead while their star gets a brick.
Griffey from the outside. No good. Griffith the rebound. Archbishop Spalding in the white. A 3-point lead. And that's Celia Epps. 5'6" sophomore. It's 19-14. Archbishop Spalding now on a bit of a run.
Dr. Phillips sitting back in their 1-3-1 zone. I like that screen at the top on Griffey. Defense goes under. Can't contest a spot-up shooter.
Now letting Cheek get that open look from the outside. Casco can't get the floater to go. Here come the Cavaliers. Chestnut knocking down a 3. She hit the 3 to end the first quarter, and all of a sudden, an 8-0 run for Archbishop Spalding.
I like the patience in transition, opting for the better shot and defense simply not matching up, and that's something that you're going to give up. If you're a zone defense in the half court, sprinting back and matching up in transition isn't the easiest thing to do. If you're Coach Jones right now, I would expect him to pick up the pressure on the defensive end. This is a team that has the ability to trap and play a very frenetic style of half court defense.
Don't forget, tonight on ESPNU, we've got a softball doubleheader at 8 Eastern. It's Auburn taking on 10th-ranked Tennessee, followed at 10 Eastern as 25th-ranked Hawaii faces Fresno State. College softball built by the Home Depot tonight on ESPNU.
Looking at that Hawaii-Fresno State matchup, Fresno State, the team that traditionally controlled the WAC, Hawaii, the more up-and-coming team. Some good softball coming up here in the spring.
Look at you. I didn't know you were big into college softball. Learning something. Shot clock at 14. We were talking earlier how the girls' game doesn't have a shot clock normally at the high school level. For the coaches, what's the adjustment they have to make, knowing that now you have 30 seconds to shoot?
Generally, when you talk to these high school coaches, they say we're a team that likes to score quickly and in transition, but Coach Jones emphasizing that his team isn't only a transition team, it's simply court awareness. Being able to have that point guard and extension of the court, of the coach on the court who recognizes that shot clock is coming down.
Jump ball called, possession arrow, Dr. Phillips. Is it also being able to recognize when there's maybe 5 on the shot clock, you're not maybe used to looking up there and looking for a shot clock. Oh no, we got 5 seconds, we have to kind of press the issue and get a shot off.
Right.
Anna Scheibele, that's not a backcourt violation. Ball was tipped by the other team. Sydney McCaskill the 3, and Dr. Phillips sends that Spalding run. It's now 22-17, 5 for McCaskill.
Penetration and kick has been the theme so far for Dr. Phillips.
Swinson from 15, no good. Another rebound from Taryn Griffey. And again, pressure in the backcourt, and that's on Camille Calhoun, called for the foul.
Archbishop Spalding still in the lead, but every time they make a big jump, it's McCaskill who answers, knocking down the 3 from outside.
What's all this? Big news. We have another way to help you save.
Oh, really? How?
By bundling. If you get your homeowners and auto insurance together, we give you even more savings.
Ooh.
Big bundle. Home and auto together. It's like peanut butter and jelly.
Oh, or like burgers and fries.
Or pickles and ice cream. Unicorns and glitter. No?
Bundling to save you more. Now that's Progressive. Call or click today. You know, since we started talking about Scorepn.com, over 13,000 bidders have won over $5 million in discounts. Plus, Goldick, why are you on your laptop?
Hold on. I'm loaded with bids, and I'm going to win this Apple iPad on Scorepn.
You're unbelievable. At Scorepn, you pay a small fee every time a bid is placed. No more bids. Auction closes even if the price is a penny. Winners are saving up to 99% off retail.
We want you to go to Scorepn.com and enter ESPN, and we'll give you $10 of free bids. Greeny, did you just...
Yes, I did. I won it, baby.
Are you being audited? Do you have several years of unfiled tax returns? Is the IRS sending you threatening letters or coming to your home or place of business? Hello, I'm Patrick Cox, founder of TaxMasters. At TaxMasters, we help solve your tax problems. Listen, don't take on the IRS by yourself. Our former IRS agents and tax professionals have helped many good people just like you. Don't wait any longer. Call right now to get started today.
TaxMasters, we solve your tax problems. Call 1-888-599-3859.
I'm Lo Galindo. Coming up on the Sports Center U halftime report, we'll have a preview of the NHSI semifinals for the boys. Also hear from Shaka Smart and Brad Stevens, two of the best stories in the NCAA Tournament Final Four. And Jacob Tucker, a household name after the D3 star, shocks the best on the D1 level. Manish, back to you.
All right, thank you, Lowell. We look forward to halftime on ESPNU. Archbishop Spalding leading Dr. Phillips 22-17. This is a semifinal game in the National High School Invitational sponsored by ESPN Rise. The winner advances to tomorrow's championship, and then the game that we'll call at 1 Eastern, Murray Bergstrom against Hollywood Christian. You have a very small school out of Hollywood, Florida, and Hollywood Christian, and then Murray Bergstrom, New York City. They've won 13 straight New York City championships.
Taking a look at that bracket, those are teams that are up and coming against Murray Bergstrom. Very traditional.
And in the game that you're watching, we have two certainly promising stars of tomorrow. Maggie Morrison, a senior, heading to Vanderbilt, and Taryn Griffey, only a freshman, but what sort of player can she become as she progresses through her high school career?
Her name is already being said as one of the best for that 2014 class, perhaps the best athlete. She certainly has a lot of time and the mental discipline to work on finer aspects of her game. But Maggie Morrison, I really like that fit for her at Vanderbilt. She's a high IQ guard who can knock down the outside shot and a great handle. With the departure of Jency Rhodes, that signing class is huge for the Vanderbilt Commodores.
Push through with Abby Wader and Schroff here at the Hanley Center on the campus of Georgetown Prep. And the one thing that Taryn Griffey certainly has going for her, bloodlines. Her father, Ken Griffey Jr., pretty good baseball player, you know, hit about 630 home runs. And then remember her grandfather, Ken Griffey Sr., who was a good ball player in his own right. How old does that make you feel? Ken Griffey Jr. has a daughter who's about 14, 15, playing basketball.
Yeah,
and I know you're young.
His rookie year at 89.
Right.
I'm proud to say I was 3 then.